You need to have people that are going to support you on your path, on your life, or in your goals. And the reason for it comes from the personal experiences that I got. And the idea with this video is just try to share here why it is so important to find those people, and then when you find those people, how you need to act based on what they're going to tell you. So I was just thinking today about some video idea of what I'm going to just some idea for a video, and I realized that one of the main reasons that always motivated me to start doing videos and continue making videos is because there are some key persons in some key people in my life that they really helped me and they really motivated me. I think that's the most important part. They motivated me to continue doing what I want to do in life. One like key moment, at least in my life, was when I went to a house of one of my mom friends. Like this was when I went to US. If you don't know, I lived on US for around 6 months, something like that. And then we went to that friend's house, and then some random guy just appeared on the I think it's a living room, like where the TV stays. And I was there on the living room, just like watching some. I think it was a Fortnite tournament. Like I don't know if it was the World Champ qualifier or something like that, but it was basically a Fortnite competition. And then this guy just appeared and started talking with me about what I wanted in my life, what I wanted to do, and what was my inspirations. And I think his name was Thiago, something like that. And he said one thing, just one quote that I still remember that quote today. Like, this is probably like 6 years ago, something like that. He said, if you really like it, if you really like want to work with it, just do it. Work with it. You need to work what you like or what you want in your life. And the reason that he told me that was because he was making a decent amount of money. He was having a good life, but he was not working with something that he loved. And probably if he like worked with something that he really liked to do, he would be making more money than the job that he was working on. Probably was some blue collar thing. And like that, when he said that to me, that quote, it hit me really, really hard. Like on a level that even today I can't forget that. I can forget his name. I don't even remember his face, but it was really important for me, especially on that time because I was really unsure what I wanted to do in my life. Because on one hand, I got my family saying me to go to college, do something that will probably pay me well in some years if I go to college and things like that. But I really do not want this kind of life. Like I want more, like I want to become like really, really, really rich, like the real level of richness in the world, not just in my country or my city, whatever. And I know that I'm not going to achieve it doing most of the things that my parents or anyone from my family or most of people that I know are going to recommend me, because the idea is that I become an outlier. And for me to become an outlier, I need to do outlier things, like things that most of the people are not going to do or do not want to do. But okay, continue with that. I remember that some years later that something similar happened. A guy that was like a chess player, He went to my house and we started talking, and he asked me about what I wanted for my future, what I want to do in life, and I said I want to something like that. You know the specific words, but I said I want to impact the world. I want to create something that people are going to use. And then he said to me, make a promise with him that after 5 years he would come back and ask to me, what did you build? I'm waiting. Probably this year or next year is where this 5 years time frame is going to like end. And I'm really proud of the things that I have done, but I know that I can build like bigger things that people are like really using. I have built a lot of things, but none of them are really that big yet. They're going to be, and for sure, one of those things that is really going to become really, really big is my YouTube channel right here. But yeah, whatever. So you notice that I said just two people, but there's a ton of other persons that appear on my during my life. But the thing is, when they told me those things, I really like started acting based on what they said. I remember like every week, every month about what they said to me. And for me, one of the most important thing is just remembering those moments. Like for me, it's really important. I always try to remember and put on a paper when someone tells me a really important advice. Because at least for me, one of the best ways of showing like gratitude to someone is just acting based on the advice that they told you, and that you think that it really is going to help you. If you really do that advice, I think it's the best thing that you can do for them. So, and also during my life, I got a ton of friends that always supported me, because it's interesting to know that usually we have this like common sense that our family is always going to support us, but at least from my personal perspective, from my personal life and point of view, my family usually is the one that is not going to support me, because they want me like they want the best for me, but what they want is completely different, like completely different for what I want in my life. And I realized that the moments that I like achieving my goals or starting things that I was really proud of and happy with it was literally doing the complete opposite of what my family and parents would advise me to do. But it's from my personal perspective, like from my personal experiences. Probably for you, it can be completely different. But the idea here is just sometimes in like society make us think that some people that are really important for us, they are going to help us on our goals, but it's really common that they are not going to help you, and not because they don't like you or they don't love you, but just because they really love you that much that they want other things for you, but it's based on their perspective in life. It's just that, okay? So yeah, continuing with that, having those type of friends that are going to motivate you, that they they really think that you are going to achieve all of your goals, that is literally the best type of friend that you can have in your life. And at least for me, I think that the best way for you to finding this type of friend is you being that friend, because the word like is going to help you in some way. Because I always try to help my friends on what they're doing in their life, and in some way I can help them, I try to. They ask me advices, I try to do the best advices that I can. But one of the things that I always say to them is just do whatever you feel like, whatever you want, and what will make you happier. Just that. Because I think that in the end of the day, making money is easy, and the really hard thing is just living life doing, just having a life that you're proud about, having like a happy life. I do not like the idea of having a happy life, because I think that having trouble is what makes your life happy in some moments. But this is an idea for another video of perspective of life and how to be happy and things like that. But yeah, basically that's it for this video. The main idea here was just for you to understand how important it is some people that are going to appear in life. They're going to give you some advices, and those really small advices that can give you to you, those advices are probably the one that are going to completely change your life. It's not going to be that video that you're watching, that podcast, that film, or that webinar, that event that you're going to. It's going to be that random person that just comes to you at a random moment in your life and says some things that completely change your whole path. Yeah, basically that's it. I really hope you enjoy it. Please, if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, comment something down below. It's going to help me a lot, and I promise you, this month is going to have a lot of content, and I'm also going to try to give a lot of good content. So please keep looking at this channel. That it's going to be worth it. See ya.